Hey, what's up, guys? It's once again time for my Monday video blog, right? Vlog, all right. Can I be honest that I'm not exactly really in the mood today? I feel like the things that I want to talk about, but I don't feel like I'm very excited to do it today. Um, but yeah, one something that has been on my mind as well. Something that a member of the content creators community was saying to me in sort of a video reaction on Mosaeek. She was telling me that it really takes a lot of consistency, especially in the early stages of building our own communities as a content creator. And that is something that I have carried with me and sort of using it to always remind myself that it's not an easy job. Yeah, last week's video blog, I was talking about how it's tough to be a content creator. So you can always go back and watch the video, right? And you know what I mean. So today I want to talk about actually a number of different things. I want to talk about how I've decided to go back to using YouTube as a platform. Now, to be honest, I don't really support YouTube. Let's just say I don't think that YouTube really helps content creators. After a lot of the things that they have done to the algorithm and so on, right? So but that is just my personal opinion, and maybe those that are doing really well on YouTube, they probably they won't be bothered by this issue anyway. But yeah, for aspiring content creators or content creators that are new, and they are trying to make use of the opportunity, the platform itself, it really doesn't help. So in a sense, it let's just say it's not out to help new content creators succeed. So yeah, but that's really just my personal view. What's your view? What do you think? Do you think that YouTube is in a way biased? I believe that everybody is entitled to their own views and opinions about this. So you don't have to agree with what I think, right, or what I feel. So when it comes to, let me, maybe I can adjust my webcam a little bit. So when it comes to having a platform, a video platform for myself, I really like Mosaeek, right? Because I think that Mosaeek, is gonna be a thing in the future. It is something that is, even though it's in beta and it's currently under development, I can see that there is a lot of potential for where the platform can be in the next 5 years, the next 3 to 5 years time. So there's a lot of potential there, but at the same time, I have to be really realistic, right? Hang on, I realize I do need to edit. I always forget to edit the player.me overlay. I like, I'm using the other tool when it comes to gamecasting. Alright, so back to the subject. So I was talking about using Mosaeek, right? It's an interactive video platform where I really like that it allows content creators and their target audiences, viewers, followers, community to have this very personal engagement, a very personal way of communicating and with each other, and hearing thoughts and views, and it's really so much more than just typing a comment right in the comment section. That said, it is a new platform, it is a new thing, and in my part of the world, it's just not something that a lot of people are receptive to yet. I believe that one day it's going to become a trend, and one day after that it's going to become a norm. Just like when YouTube first started, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would have wondered if it's, you know, like not a lot of people are using it, but today when you look at YouTube, it's just so much content on YouTube itself. Sometimes I have this way of describing YouTube like it's a rubbish bin. Sure, there are quality content on YouTube. There are some very good content there. There are some very good content creators, but it's also sort of like a platform where it has been, I wouldn't want to use the word polluted, but I can't think of the best word to describe YouTube right now, the state that YouTube is in. But if you can think of the right word or phrase or sentence to describe the state of YouTube right now, I would love to hear from you. Just let me know what you think. Yeah, so when it comes to YouTube, one thing is undeniable: it has a large base of users, and because in the Asian context, there are some countries and cultures where people in general are still quite uncomfortable with the idea of putting a face in a reply. A lot of times people want to remain anonymous. So so that is the current culture, that is the current sort of a thing. I don't know about the rest of the world, but I do know that in Asia, that is what a lot of people think and feel. That's how a lot of people think and feel. So yet again, that YouTube, there is, no need to put a face in your comments, right? So you can stay anonymous in a way. And I mean, there are a lot of, it's a norm. YouTube is a norm right now. So I think that having the YouTube platform for my content would allow me to reach my target audiences. But at the same time, what I do is I put the links to my Mosaeek videos in the description under my YouTube videos. So in a way, I put the links in both sides, both platforms. So there's a cross linking, right? So it will help to bring my audiences to both of the platforms, hopefully. So that is what I've done. I actually finally decided to do that, I think yesterday, or Saturday, I think yesterday, yeah. And I've just been uploading some of my game casting videos, highlights, my previous video blogs from Mosaeek, and putting it up there. And interestingly, I have to say that I am grateful and blessed that over the last 1.5 years to 2 years, I have been steadily building up my very own community of followers, right? And because of that, and because of my growing network and followers, when I share my YouTube links on social media like LinkedIn, Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, I'm starting to get views. In fact, in the past, when I had my own YouTube channel, it's so difficult to get views, right? It's so difficult to get people to view my content, and yeah, it's just really, really, really hard. So I had a very, very negative experience because of that. But now that I start to have my own community, I realize that my community is still very small. It's a very humble number, and I don't even want to talk about it. But having that number definitely helped to generate more views in the process. So with that, I feel very grateful that now this time around, when I readopted the YouTube platform, my content is reaching people in general. So I'm grateful for that. Yeah. So like whatever live streaming sessions that I do every week, this nightly, weekly video blogging, these video blogs will be uploaded to Mosaeek and it will also be uploaded to YouTube as well. Right, so we'll see how it goes. Right, I honestly still feel a little bit skeptical about YouTube. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. So moving on to the next topic, recently, oh yes, last week I finally, in terms of Asphalt Legends, I've been playing Asphalt Legends for the last few months, since I started on a PC platform, right, the Windows 10 platform. It's actually tied in with Xbox Live, so yeah, that's the platform I'm on. So over the last few months, I've been playing the game, and I have to say that it has really captured my interest and passion. I love racing games by default, so but yeah, this is like the new racing game that I'm so into right now, and I've just been really grinding, the past few weeks, especially this month. I think this month I have been pretty serious and hardcore when it comes to playing Asphalt Legends, and I'm just trying to like challenge myself. No, I'm not saying that it will never happen, but it is definitely not like a life goal for me right now to want to become a esports player. But I'm not saying that it will never happen. It may happen, but at my age, I would think that there are maybe other priorities I need to focus on right now, right? And I'm not that young, but I'm not that old either. So we never know. One day, who knows? 1 year, 2 years down the road, I might actually be the oldest esports player in the world. I'm pretty sure I'm not, but yeah, we never know, right? We never know. Maybe I'll be the oldest esports player that wins at a competition. But one thing is for sure, I am very competitive, very passionate, and very dedicated to wanting to be, it's not about comparing with other players, but just comparing with myself alone. When it comes to racing games, ever since I've been playing Need for Speed when I was 14 years old, I've always been challenging myself to be better, always trying to beat my high score, always trying to, it's that constant challenging of myself. So when it comes to Asphalt Legends, I have brought the same mentality into the game as well. So when I do beat other players with like a car in the game that has a better ranking or class, yes, I feel really good about myself. But at the end of the day, what I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to challenge myself to be the best version of a Asphalt Legends player I can be. So that is what I've been doing. Another thing that I've been doing in Asphalt Legends recently is also to accumulate the in-game credits. Yes, tokens are kind of important too. Between tokens and in-game credits, I would think that in-game credits should be more important. If you think long term, right? In-game credits is what you need to upgrade the cars that you have in the game. But at the same time, I have this mentality that I picked up on my journey, over the last few years. All the struggles I've been through, the real financial struggles I've been through, the debts that I'm sort of fighting to overcome right now. It has really taught me a very important lesson when it comes to cherishing what we have, respecting the value of money. So in a game, maybe you can say that it's just a game, right? You can just buy any part, upgrade any car whenever you want. It's just a game. We can all debate that it is just a game. But to me, I feel that a lot of the things I've experienced in the game is also something that I can relate to in real life. It's the same like when you want to spend your money on something in real life, you need to budget. You need to think about whether that item that you want to get, is it something that you need right now, or is it something that is nice to have, right? If it's nice to have, if you don't have the budget, then just don't get it yet. Don't get it right now. So I think that is being wise with our finances in real life. And when it comes to real life, I have also become very, yes, some people, you can say that I'm stingy with myself, right? I've become rather stingy with myself recently because over the years I have led a lifestyle where I've been spending without thinking about the consequences. I didn't really save up. So, when I'm in debts, right, over the last few years, it's just really, really hard for me. So now every time I get to make some money, if I get a freelance project or whatever kind of consulting project I get, or whatever opportunity I get to make some money, any amount of money, I would really cherish that amount, and I would really think about how I'm spending it. I would think about my budget. I would think about, do I have enough tomorrow? Will I have enough by the end of the week? Will I have enough next week? So those are the things that I really ask myself. Like, I'm so aware of where I'm spending my money, because I don't have much. To be honest, I don't have much. And in fact, even as a content creator, as an enthusiast right now, in Steam education, everything that I have, all the different kits, and kits as in KITS, all the different educational sets, all the toys, that I have, they are all sponsored. I didn't actually pay for them. So when you think about it, I haven't really been buying anything for the last few years, the last 2 years at least, and I've just been using my skills and talents as a content creator, as well as my passion in STEAM education, electronics, IoT, robotics, to really give back to the brands, to the community, by providing good content, great content, in exchange for product sponsorships. So in a way, I don't have to pay for them. Right. So that's how I do things these days. I try to get sponsorships as much as I can, because if I have to pay for something myself, and if it's a brand I believe in, it's a brand that I'm passionate about, products that I'm passionate about, I know I need a lot of money to really splurge, and I don't have that. And I'm not saying that it's not possible, but if I'm being realistic and down to earth with myself right now at this very point in time, I know I can't afford to spend that kind of money. So taking that life experience into Asphalt Legends, I'm trying to do something that I've never really done in real life. I mean, if I have the opportunity to do that in real life, it's exactly what I'm going to do, just exactly as what I've been doing in Asphalt Legends. Right now in Asphalt Legends, I have been accumulating the credits ever since I entered the Platinum League last Friday night. Over the last few days, I've been playing daily events, special events, just to accumulate credits and tokens, and trying my best not to touch it as much. There are certain things in the game where you need to buy something in the store using your tokens or in-game credits to buy something from the store, so that it will award you the daily tokens. There's this daily tokens every day, so when you buy something, it gives you 5 tokens, something like that. So in order for me to get that token, I will look for the cheapest item I can buy in the store, and the good news is that those items can still be used in the near future, because in terms of my so-called progression in the game, I still have a long way to go. So I definitely have the opportunity to use those items down the road. So yeah, it's a bit of a investment, but I am not spending it. I'm not spending my in-game credits on things I don't really need. Like if I can just spend 13,000 credits on a turbo upgrade, rather than import. It's called imports, sorry. So turbo imports, right? If it's just 13,000 for that, compared to getting a card. We usually get different cards for the game. So if you know Asphalt Legends, you know what I'm talking about. So these cards, sometimes they are more expensive. With each card that you get, it actually increments in amount, which really logically doesn't make sense. I just think that it's the way that the game designers have made it, but it's really something that doesn't make sense. I honestly wish they would change that, because in reality, that's not really how things work. But yeah, it's just kind of unfair, I feel. But then again, it also makes players think about, like, it should make players think about how much do you really need to get right now. Like, if you don't need to get 5 cards today, why do you want to get 5 cards today? Just get 1, right? And when you have more, then maybe you can think about getting a bit more. So this relates to real life, right? It's the same thing as budgeting. When you're budgeting your finances, you need to think about your expenses. Just because you have a bigger budget, it doesn't mean that you can splurge all of your cash, all of your funds. Just plan, right? In a very stingy way. If, say, I have $100 today, I would think about maybe spending $20, and then I'll try to, not spend $80. I'll try to really stretch my finances as much as possible. I'll spend as little as I can. But say if I have a budget of $500, I would still try to keep my expenses as low as possible. Maybe I might reward myself by enjoying one of a few better meals, but at the end of the day, my expenses should never increase too much from what I used to spend, because that way it will make sure that I always have more leftovers. And yeah, right now when it comes to Asphalt Legends, so far I've accumulated about 1,000,000 plus credits. About 1,100,000 or 1,200,000 credits. My next goal is to accumulate 5 million, and then after 5 million credits, I'm going to try to accumulate 10 million. After 10 million, I'm going to aim for 25. After 25, I'm going to aim for 50. I don't know if any of the players in the community does such a thing, but I want to be that player that at the end of the day, when I need to, I have all the credits I would ever need to get whatever I want in the game. Another thing that I was thinking of earlier, or in fact the last couple of days, I've been having this thought. And if anybody from the Asphalt Legends team ever is to watch my video, and hear what I have to share, I would hope that they would take it into consideration. One of the things I've been thinking about is gifting of tokens and credits to people in your group, right? So when everybody starts a crew, you can join a crew and you can gain points as a club. Oh, it's called clubs, so, right? Clubs. So within clubs, I think it would be nice if there's an option for us to gift tokens or credits to a fellow member. If we see that a fellow member is really active, and as members of the group, we want to sort of help this guy, we can gift him like maybe 1 token or 5 tokens, any number. The number can be defined by the person that is doing the gifting, and credits as well. But at the same time, I was also thinking, like, being a content creator and doing live streaming and game casting, I was actually thinking of the idea of when I'm able to monetize my Twitch channel, my content, maybe I can do tokens giveaways or credit giveaways, right? I mean, it's an interesting idea, right? Like get the most active chatter, the person that chat the most, the person that stays on the session the longest, will get an award at the end of the day, at the end of the session. So that would be really, really cool and really interesting. It's something that I wish the Asphalt Legends team would think about. Maybe we can collaborate on that, and I can do giveaways with that. Give away special cards, give away rare cards, that sort of thing. Yeah, I would love to know what you guys think. At the end, but at the end of the day, it's not about taking advantage of the other players or the people in the community. That's not my goal. Because at the end of the day, to be honest, guys, I'm not in a position to afford anything in the game. To pay physical money for tokens and cards and whatever stuff, whatever card packs there are. In fact, my goal as a Asphalt Legends player right now is to rise up to the top without actually using physical money to pay for anything. And one of my goals is that I want to get every single car in the garage, right? Every single car in every single class without actually paying physical money for it. So that is what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have no idea how I'm going to achieve that goal. I don't even know if that is actually possible in reality, because after all, I'm not the one who designed the game, so I have no idea. But if you are a player and you have managed to unlock all the cars without actually paying money for it, I would love to know what you did. What are some of the tips and strategies you can share with me. We can do it privately, you can share it publicly, it's okay. I think that a lot of players would love that as well. I do read comments, I follow the community on Facebook. I know that there are players that actually spend like £100 every month just to get something, from the store, but their feedback is that it hasn't been very helpful. So yeah, I mean, honestly, why spend physical money on these things? Sorry guys, I know I'm not doing you any favor, for the game team. I know that in-game purchases are a way to make money, right? I understand that. I understand the logic, right? But yeah, in my current situation now, I think that there are more important priorities. If I have the money, I should be paying for my survival and expenses, or even if I have surplus, I should be clearing my debt. So I clearly can't pay for anything in the game. So yeah, I'm working really hard. I am, right now, in fact, this week, until the next season sort of restarts, right? The league season restarts. Until that happens, I have been focusing on playing daily events. And the daily events, I'm doing the Ferrari J50 car hunt. I am close. I have about, I think, 12 or 13 cards to go. So I'm really excited to unlock another car in the garage. So yeah, every few hours, I've calculated the time needed. 1 hour 40 minutes. That's because of the car. For the tickets, a full refill of the tickets, 10 tickets, each ticket is 10 minutes. So in total, it's actually about 1 hour 40 minutes to around the same time. But usually when you play from 10 tickets down to your last ticket, chances are most of the time you will already have one extra ticket top up. So usually you only need to wait for 9 tickets in total. 9 tickets, 9 times 10 is 90 minutes. That's 1.5 hours. So usually 1 hour 40 minutes. That's the time frame I would wait to play again, the car hunt. And with the Lamborghini Asterion with 2 stars fully maxed out, I'm able to score the first 3 car packs, right? So it really increases the odds of me getting a Ferrari J50 card. If I don't get a card, I would get import parts or cash. In-game credits, not cash. I wish it was cash. In-game credits. So yeah, I keep playing this because even though I can't really be okay, not can't really be, but in multiplayer mode right now, I was thinking of taking a break, until the new season. But today I decided to just what the hell, I wanna just play it and see what happens. Surprisingly enough, even though I didn't think that I would be able to score points, in the races, I actually managed to score points, and I got some pretty good finishings as well, since I tried it like earlier this evening. So yeah, I might play multiplayer, until the final day. Well, even though it's not gonna make any difference. I mean, I just got into Platinum League. That's 3,000 points, but to get to the next level is like 6,000. So I don't think it's gonna make much difference. But every race that we play as a player, we get credits. Every race that we play, we get sort of experience points, right? Or reps, or I can't remember what's the exact term for it, but we do get something out of it. So why stop trying, right? I know that there's a very good chance I'm going to lose a lot of the races. I will lose points. Some races I'm going to lose points, and some races I will hold my points, and some races I may have the chance to gain points. So why not try, right? We never know. So that is what I'm doing now. So yeah, that's kind of like my mindset when it comes to multiplayer games. Self-improvement topic. So I've been talking about Asphalt Legends and relating it to self-improvement this week. So what was the topic? I blogged about it and I forget the subject. So funny. Oh yes, so I had this session that I sort of gamecasted, and I was so glad I gamecasted because I was having a really good session. When I was working towards entering the Platinum League last week. So there was this race where I was I was like in third place halfway through the race, and no matter what I did, no matter how perfect the execution was, or close to perfection the execution was, I couldn't catch up with the second player. I mean, I was thinking in my mind like, okay, the first player is too far ahead, so forget it, right? So I was thinking maybe I would try to get finish second place, because I'm in third place. I mean, yeah, third place the score is not too bad, but second place would be nice, right? But then after like maybe a split second or two, I was just thinking to myself like, what, maybe I should just accept the fate that I'm gonna finish third. What are the odds that I can finish second? The player is just really good. At least I thought that player was really good, and that's my respect to the player as well. So immediately after that, I recognized that my mindset was really wrong. I have to change my mindset. I have to keep trying. I cannot just accept that that's it and that's my the outcome, right? And I have to be satisfied with that. So I decided that until the race is finished, until my car has crossed the finishing line, I would do my best to try to get to second place. So I did a highlight video. I really loved it, and I shared it on Mosaeek and so on. So I was talking about how the final part of the race, like when we are reaching the final corner. In racing, we call it the final corner, the final turn. The player that was in front, he actually, because we need to turn first, we need to make it's sort of like a swerve, like a S turn. So he was just in front of me, but he swerved, and because he swerved a little too much, he opened up a gap for me, and then I saw the opportunity. I went in. So I actually finished second for the race, and oh man, it was such a good feeling. Like it made me think about in real life. Sometimes when we set really challenging goals for ourselves, it can feel like we're not good enough. It can make us question why we are doing it. It makes us question ourselves, and that is something that I was thinking about, a lesson that I was reminded of. And sometimes when we try really hard and we feel like we're not making any progress, and then we think to ourselves, what, maybe this is all I'm ever going to be, this is all I'm ever going to get in life, and we settle. A lot of people do that, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to just settle when I know that there's a chance that if I push myself hard enough, if I persevere, if I'm persistent enough, that I can actually be better, I can achieve something better for myself. So that is what I'm doing right now in my journey. Honestly, in my journey right now, I feel like in that valley experience, there are, we have the highs and the lows. I'm sort of in the low right now, and I mean, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I guess it's encouraging. I see hope. There's hope, but at the same time, it's still some distance away, and it's still out of reach. So, and I'm kind of tired and exhausted in a way, but I'm telling myself that it's just there. I have to get there. I'm exhausted, but I have to get there. I have to keep trying. And yeah, sometimes I thought about giving up. Sometimes I thought about walking away, but then I have to remind myself that I have given up so much. I have already put in so much effort, so much sacrifice to reach this point in my journey. If I give up now, if I walk away from my journey now, maybe tomorrow I will succeed. Maybe next week I will find my breakthrough. Maybe next month. I don't know when, but I don't want to give up only to realize that maybe if I just persevered a bit more, I would have succeeded. So that is really how I'm feeling inside right now. Honestly sharing with you guys, that is how I'm feeling right now. So yeah, I am practically hanging on by the nails. I think that's a very, very honest assessment of what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, I am hanging on by the nails, but in a way I am grateful as well. I'm grateful that I have persevered until this very point in my journey. There's so many points in my journey that I wanted to walk away, I wanted to give up. And when I look back now, I'm glad I didn't, because if I had given up, I would have missed a lot of great opportunities along the way. One very good reminder I always have on a daily basis is the hardware that I've been sponsored with right now. The laptop that I have, the different hardware that I have on my desk right now, in my bag, they are a reminder that I didn't quit. So yeah, I'm not gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit, guys. So whatever you are doing in your life, whether you're going for your goals right now, whether you are pursuing your passions or your dreams, don't quit. I haven't quit yet. I've been doing this for 5 years, and so many times I wanted to quit, but I'm still doing it. I'm still hanging on. So if I'm still hanging on, you have to hang on, and then we hang on together and we achieve our goals together. Whatever your goal is, your goal could be very different from my goals. Your dreams could be very different from my dreams. But whatever it is, we have to persevere, right, guys? We have to hang on. So yeah, I don't know where that came from, but but yeah. Alright, I guess that's it for today. I don't want to keep I don't want to have a very long video blogging session tonight. And yeah, until next Monday, I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.